the trainer, recruiting and interviewing. The professional elements of successful selling. Sellers, prospecting for listings. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, that's a very good one. Yeah, that cartridge is roasted. Well, guys, I'm making up for all the stuff I brought out of the workshop, so I'm not a hoarder now. Is that how that works? It's getting there. Oh, what do we have back here? Ooh, oh. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, we found it. Okay. Ooh. Like slot machines, electromechanical things. Oh, an old drill. Pump. Oh, a Selectric. Oh, yes. Okay, let's see. Let's not get carried away. Yes. A Magnavox, a typewriter, a little fire extinguisher. Coffee maker. What brand is that? There's no brand. Okay. I'm not going to be in a haunting basement and not see what it is. Super VGA color monitor. Okay. Oh, this is all carpet. Wow. I'm going to be choked up with death gas from all this mold. Oh man, so that means everything down here is gonna be so destroyed. I'm starting to feel weird. Okay. What's this? Model 820, cartridge type 3. What? Is this a phone system? What's the guts to a phone system? Microwave, Panasonic. Does it still have it in there? No. You know, I'm just kind of running through this real quick before they notice I'm gone. Oh, AT&T Merlin. Packard Bell. And then this goes up the front. Okay, cool. All right. Oh, I want this. Oh, if there's anything, I want this CO2 fire extinguisher. Oh, it's beautiful. Most people don't know that my channel's name was ICC3A1800. And before I changed it to Renault is Super Genius, and then Renault's Auspicious Travails. And that's the name of the valve on these fire extinguishers, because when I was a kid, I lacked creativity. And I just copied the name of what was nearest. Wow. I think we're going to have to get one of these, though. One of these monitors. EGA display, Magnavox. Ew. I'm coming back to grab a few things, and Lotus is seen better days. Oh. I'm gonna regret moving all this stuff around. I know it, but well, can you blame me? Can you really blame me? I think this is kind of neat. Magnavox EGA. Or no, I don't want that one. The other one was 1988. This one is 1993. I think I'd take the 1988 one. The EGA monitor. And a lot to think about, you know? Just a lot to think about. I think I'm going to take this one over the other one. I'm going to leave Lotus. Is there anything else? It'd probably be just as bad. Nope. Okay. And somebody's going to take that. Oh, somebody just totally maniaced those tools into there. Oh, this has been dropped. That's unfortunate. But yeah, 1988. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it. Just for reference, the other one is the Acer. It was up top. And that one. What is this one from? I'm running around too much and it's kind of choking me. I don't know when this one's from. Does take an EGA plug though. I kind of want both. I don't really trust the other one's going to work, so I think I should take both. These other computers are pretty old, but not super old. This is a Swan 4633. What? Okay, I'm probably gonna come back and get these. What's this one? Old. Very old. And very corroded too. Well, might as well take a look. Okay, it doesn't look too bad. Good, it's dead. Well, okay, I took too much, but this is what I took. And I'm gonna go slowly take this to the workshop. I got a low HP, look at that. LazyJet 6L. So cute. So cute. And I got the drivers for it and the manuals for it too. You know, before I get myself saddled with this, I should test it out first. All right. It sounded like it was slightly turning, so maybe I can just lubricate it. And I wouldn't want to throw it away just for nothing. Oh, right, these are Phillips. But I'm prepared for that too. With this thing, I think I don't really want the cases for these. I'm going to get rid of the most generic case and keep the more interesting case, just in case. Oh, look at that. So I'm going to get rid of this case, but I'm going to keep this motherboard. Okay. Somebody glued this. Because sadly, I just don't have room for these, but I can't let this 486 go in the trash, you know? So we can make a custom case for this. Maybe a wooden one. Be better than this generic thing anyway. We'll keep the other fugly one because it's funny, absolutely funny. This one's generic though. The Swan 486-33. Ew, so much dirt back there. Oh, and now this comes undone. Okay, good. Seagate. And then, might as well keep these together. If these were 1980s computers, you know, I'd keep them. But that's the one thing I learned. In the Midwest, this is rare, but in the city, these things are everywhere. And I don't want to be hoarding these anymore. Oh. Oh no. Pulled the power supply off. Okay, well. I didn't see that. Nothing we can't fix though. Okay, well that's gonna go in my pocket. Let's see. Will that survive? Oh yeah, I guess this thing doesn't really have a... See ya.
Thank you for your help.
Yeah, thank you. Right.
Yeah, thank you very much. I'm gonna throw the case of this computer in the trash when I go around front.
All right.
unceremoniously ripped from its carcass. But that means that I can get rid of this. I can get rid of that. One last thing though. Let's see, can we? Ooh, can we? Might be able to do something funny with that. Oh. What? Ugh, it's so wet. Oh, this is a dream. Gosh. So that's gonna be trash. And I'll probably go through most of that cardboard box and throw away a good number of the things, but still, I figured I'd take it. Not good on electronics, but then again, I guess it did the same thing as bumping it to remake a connection. Again, as a filter, because I shouldn't be hoarding this stuff. Let's just see what happens when you plug it in. Ow, there's all these rocks and stuff. It's off. That should be off. Okay, well, I'm not gonna force it, but it didn't blow up, so that's something. Going to the next one. Ooh! Oh, that's a good one. Oh, that's a very good one. Yes. Okay. Now, let's try out the inkjet printer. Sorry, not inkjet, laser printer. That's why I grabbed it, because it's a laser printer. Oh, the hard drive. This laser printer is something. Let me get a test page. Let's see if we can get it to print. All right. Oh, this is too big. Okay. How do you do it? How do you make it? Oh, you know what? I have the documentation. Well, this is as good as time as any to go through this. Printing a self-test page. A self-test page can be useful in identifying your printer's configuration and make sure your radio light is on and all the lights are off. Let's go back to loading paper. It's doing something. Oh, it's doing something. Look at it go. Hope it's not eating it. Oh. Oh, it's oh. Okay. That's not a good sign, but let's run a few pages through there. If not, we'll throw it away. Normally an issue like that means that the foam inside of the printer module has gone bad. And that's not really easy for me to replace. It'd be better just to find one that's working. Oh, what? What's going on here now? It's definitely weak. And it has that gunk where it's see, the problem is it's just spilling out, so it's not putting it across the print roller. That's so sad. Yeah. And it's not getting any better either. That's a shame. Yeah, it's absolutely tearing that up. Oh, we got quite a bit in here. I'm doing the right thing and I'm coming in here with this. Oh. Is it getting better? Yeah, that cartridge is roasted. I meant to say it was toast, but yeah. See, here's the problem. You know, I had just said that if this thing didn't work, I would throw it away, but everything works except for this. So, it's a nice little printer. You know, these Selectric 2s are so cool. I've never had the luxury of being with one before. So you open up the top hatch, you take out the roller, then you can take that whole thing off, and oh, it's like a Usagi Electric episode. Didn't even notice that. Well, yeah. They put this stuff into everything from the Centurion to, yuck, okay. Oh. That's not gonna go back in. I'm just gonna take that out. It's yuck. Okay. All right, so what I was gonna say was, I've never had one of these apart. I never even owned one of these. I've had a Selectric 1 and I've had a few broken Selectric 3s, but, well, the one that I had just worked fine. And, well, when I open this up and I turn that motor, and it turns now. Look at that. A breadstick is in there? Okay. That looks like something that goes back and forth to indicate something. That looks like it's been chewed on a few times. Oh, that's an interesting problem. You know, isn't that so sad? That is the Panasonic printer we saw in the basement, I think. And it was in such a sad state on the ground, rusted, completely unrecoverable. So I somehow managed to not kill that CPU in my pocket, and only a little bit of corrosion, not too much. Well, I'm gonna come over here tomorrow and rip that battery off. But look at that motherboard. If anybody wants this, let me know, and they can have the other one too. All right, so these, obviously I'm not going to turn that on just yet. This case is pretty well rusted, but the motherboard doesn't look too bad either. I would feel a little bit bad having too many systems without motherboards, but I kind of like how that case looks, just a little bit. And we can always throw away the case later and do something interesting with it. But for the time being, I say we keep that. And we can also open that up and see what's going on. The Acer seems to work. I haven't put Video Signal into it, but it seems to work. The Selectric seems to work. We have two interesting hard drives, which might have Windows 3.1. Turns out this is a 386, not a 486. So we have a 486 and a 386. There was, I believe, a Pentium 3 that was also there, but I declined getting that. I'll leave that to somebody else, which I know means that it'll be thrown away, but oh well. I can only take so much. I might go back out there and just grab the motherboard sometime though. If I need to make more space, I can throw away that metal bucket. I had kept it because I thought it'd be useful, but oh well. Well, let's get that up there. I just realized this actually scrapes off. Yuck. Gross. Amber green, text normal. Now here is something that Could be either really boring or really funny. The trainer. Recruiting and interviewing. Group dynamics. Communication skills. The professional elements of successful selling. Sellers. Prospecting for listening. Or prospecting for listings. That's funny. Oh, and one-on-one. And these are DuPont videotapes. And everybody made videotapes back then. Well, guys, I'm making up for all the stuff I brought out of the workshop. So I'm not a hoarder now. Is that how that works? This garbage day video is probably just going to be computer stuff. But I'm going to have another garbage day video of the stuff I got a couple days ago, which is some neat little bits and bobs in that milk crate. And this stuff will go into that milk crate. Of that stuff that I threw away, I decided to keep a few pieces of straight metal. And then a lot of these little bags of metric bolts and washers. I feel like those would be really useful. And I'll eventually go through those and put them in their own organizer. To be honest, I need to clean even more to justify keeping this stuff. So I'm just going to get rid of this. I'm going to move the copper somewhere else. I'm going to move the plexiglass somewhere else. And this thing, it can just go. Screw it. I might be going a bit nuts with my cleaning, but I have to. This was built at the wrong time. It still has good screws in it. So I'm going to take the screws out. And I'm going to save a few pieces of wood and get rid of the rest. But I only used some old window frames for it anyway, so that's all fine. Before I throw this away, I think what I'll do is I might save this little piece. Let's see if I can get that off. Oh, you just pull it out, okay. Well, that's just as good. And with that gone, it's much more open in here. Not bad for a second wind late at night. It's almost 10 o'clock at night, so I better get going, but I think that's justified me getting those things. I've cleaned up a significant portion of things. And I also found these neat pins. I know they're not super fancy, but they're kind of fancy. I took some acetone and I filled one of my littlest oilers with it. I'm going to try to use that to loosen up some of this gunk. Because I feel like if I just put oil on there, it would just cause problems. I have never been this far before. Okay. So what seems to be the holdup? I see now that this is splitting, but I don't believe that's the issue. I believe the issue is down here somewhere, because it looks like this is tied to this and this isn't moving. Please don't hate me Oh, this is stiff though. Okay. I really wish I had, it's pretty thin. I had another pack of this stuff that was, ooh, you know what? I'm gonna apply it using a welding rod. Yeah, I can actually dip the rod in there and just put a little bit at a time. We're getting somewhere, so I'm taking just, now I'm holding the oil in one hand, but I'm going like this and then dropping it in with this welding rod. I'm just slowly doing that, and look at this. It's getting there. Okay, well, I'm gonna keep at it. Ooh, that's no longer stuck. Let's give that a little bit of oil. You know, I wonder how many military personnel put this same oil on there because, we have it. It started doing something pretty nasty sounding. Yeah, I think it's finally cracking. Yeah, it's slipping. Oh, it has, yep. It has finally cracked. It is spinning on its metal core. So, back in the 1960s and 70s, they really loved using these types of nuts inside of projectors. Well guys, I think that's that for this in this video. I'm just gonna look at getting like PCBWay or JLC PCB to print 3D print nylon variants of that. I think that'd be best. And I put this on Craigslist, unrestored or restored. Somebody wants it restored. They have 4 other ones that they want restored, so I might be able to do a little bit of a getting into business restoring this electric 2s. I'm gonna have them bring over theirs, and then I can see like what's broken on theirs, and I can see what other parts I need to do. So we might have a repair-a-thon coming up. But yeah, this was starting to actually free up, and it was freeing up, but that broke. Well guys, I think it would be best to leave it there because that will have to be its own series where I take it apart and I have to have like a tray so I can keep all the pieces while I design the replacement parts and have them shipped from China. And then the 386 computer, that should be its own video. The 486 computer can also be its own video. Maybe I'll do both the power supplies at once or something, incorporate them in that way. But it'd be a good way to practice board repair, and then we can see what's on the hard drives because I did get the complete system. And then the CRTs. Looks like the Acer one works, but the Magnavox doesn't. And the Magnavox one fails in a way that makes me think that it might be capacitors. So that could be fun to take those apart and maybe pressure wash the case or something like that. But yeah, I think that's a pretty good way to end it. I did a lot of cleaning. Got rid of those 2 big things and put the shelves up in the previous garbage day video, which, you know, the previous garbage day video took 4 months to film, and this one took 3 days because I found a lot of garbage. It's kind of funny. Well, if you live in the Philadelphia area and you really want some old electronics, let me know, and I'm gonna have some. I think some of these ones, since these are kind of generic screens, I might be interested in putting these in things like a fake like command console or something. Something looks really sci-fi. That'd be pretty cool. And then also, some good news about this. I found on eBay somebody was selling a later printer cartridge for this, made around 2007. So it's not going to be as old. And it was in an air-conditioned office, and it was only $4 with $8 shipping. So I asked them how it was stored because I worry about the foam in the cartridges breaking down. And they said it was in an air-conditioned office, but they could also send me a second one, a second cartridge, toner cartridge, that they had that was used. And I'm like, sure, put it in the box. So we're going to have 2 new toner cartridges coming, and I'm so excited for this LaserJet 6L. I have the manual and everything. This is the kind of thing that could be on my desk at home for printing because I enjoy being able to print out diagrams of things. The big printer that I have down there was the LaserJet 6P. Oh, there's a 6P and a 6L. I have the 6P. I have 2 of them, actually. This is the one with the bad toner cartridge, and the one at home has the good toner cartridge. And I believe these are kitted out with the most memory on them. I forgot I had that IBM PC. Wow, there's so many. And, yeah. Well, now that I have this garbage day out of the way, I have a few other things that I've been saving because I figure old TV and this stuff, basically things new in the packaging. Well, that should be its own video. I just found those like 4 days ago. I don't want to put too much in one video, you know? Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching. See ya. I guess if I'm going to finish one more video today, I should probably finish the video of me doing the rust removal because I believe this is about finished. The Workshop Hero Metal Rescue has worked really well, but I need to finish that video.